Hello, everyone. We are back, and this is our last session. This is stepping into your brand new year.
Oof.
And is that correct?
Yeah, brand
Okay.
new year. Come on,
So
baby.
that's
It's
what we're going
December
to be talking.
1.
Huh?
It's December 1st. We're almost there.
I got to turn you up because I can't hear you. There. Now speak. Say
Yeah, I
something.
said it's
Yeah,
December
that's
1.
better. Okay. Yes, we're December 1, but the New Year's really starts in January. So we're giving you something you can use starting January 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so stepping into your brand new year, this is 2024. We're going to be
Mm.
going to 2025. What are we going to do differently? And what have we learned from these sessions that's going to help us in 2025? So,
What would
maybe,
you say is the number what
oh,
would you
go
say
ahead.
is the number one thing for you?
Uh,
Maybe we start there.
Try my best not to be gullible. I mean, that is my personality. I am a little bit gullible and trusting, and I can be that way at times. But I'm also cynical, and I question things sometimes, like, what? Why do they want to do this or that? So I'm going to try to have a little bit more of that in me, so I don't get caught up in anything. And it's easy to get caught up in something, easy. It's for someone to tell you something and you believe it and you trust in them or whatever. And then later you're like, what was I thinking? So, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I say.
Yeah.
What about
I'm going
you?
to piggyback on that and say returning to returning to the trust that you have in yourself. Right. So
Yes.
it's pretty much, I mean, it goes hand in hand, I think, with what you're saying. Is yeah, trusting yourself and trusting when you get those feeling like, why would they wanna, that doesn't
Yeah,
make it make sense,
yeah,
and
don't ignore it, right?
yeah, but still being able to trust people. I mean, you,
Mhm.
you you still have the trust factor that's there, that's open, but not so open where you go run out in the road and just you know like like what happened to us. I mean, it did and it didn't, because we were feeling things, we were just pushing those things back. We've talked about that throughout the show. We've talked about what we were feeling when this woman would talk, the way she would talk to other people. And that was something that threw up a red flag. I don't know. Did we even use red flag one time in the show?
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, there were a lot of red flags in. We didn't use it. We're using it on the last one. Flags
Yeah,
all over the.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
You know something?
Hmm.
I was cleaning up. I'm perpetually cleaning up the house. I ran into the book. I didn't spend a lot of time with it, just like I didn't from the beginning.
Yeah.
But after the foreword, there was it wasn't even the foreword. In the beginning of the book, there was people vouching for her, basically. And then I turned the page, and it was like kind of like an advertisement page about her and what she can do or whatever. And there was this one section, and it said something about with the title of the program that we were in, and talking about having she didn't say salons, maybe she did,
Yeah.
but
She
having
used
interviews.
salons.
It's in the book.
Shut up.
It's not exactly what she was going to do, but the salon thing was in the book, and it was in like the first few pages, like maybe between 3 and 5 pages. And I was like, how did that get there? Like, I thought this was something that came up, you
Yeah.
know, later,
It's
but it was
yeah.
there. It was there. So,
And that means it wasn't the first time.
mm-mm, it wasn't.
Just like
It
it's not
was
the first time for wherever she is right now, running the same okey doke on somebody else.
right,
Or
right, right, right,
many somebodies.
right. And y'all gonna find out who that person is, because I'm telling it today.
Yeah, well, going into the new year, uh, this year has been truly profound.
Yeah.
Um, and I think, ooh, when I think about wrapping up this year, and I'm not trying to rush through December, because it still gives me what, 30 days, 31 days to
Hmm.
put things in place. in how I want it to be for the life that I'm creating and I
Yeah.
want to continue to create. But I think I'm really, again, I'm going to say thank you so much. I'm so happy that, we did this
Mhm.
because I think it takes courage.
It
It takes a lot
does.
of courage. It takes you to be brave. And it takes you being willing to step up and tell the truth,
Yeah.
right? And we've probably left a lot of stuff out because it's not like, I don't think our intentions were to like drag this person through the mud, but our intentions are to share our experience with other people, so that they are aware. I mean,
Yeah.
they're aware that people like this are out there, but sometimes they
Mhm.
come in such the attire that they're wearing. It's like, what is it? A wolf in sheep's clothing
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
The
So,
mask.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I'm really glad that we're doing this and wrapping it up around this time because we can we can be done with it. I don't want to continue to carry it. And there's a part of me that feels like I've been able to like release some of it in the times that we've gotten together and we've done these episodes, and little by little it's like, I can see it. I have the opportunity of going through it, see what part I played in it, right? And where I knew but I didn't listen to me or trust me, or and so yeah. Yeah, how about you?
It's pretty much the same. I mean, but for me, I'm not all wrapped up into money, but when your money is tight and you have so much going on, so many things happening this year, 2024, it
Mhm.
means a lot more to me this year than it did back then. Because
Oh,
then I wasn't having the expenses that I have now. So, um, on in this year, for me to let go of that $997 I paid, for me to let go of that,
yeah.
it was a lot for me to get here. But really, didn't I survive? Didn't I go on to do other things?
Hmm. Oh yeah.
But to let go of it, it's just $997. Indeed, I paid this person.
Mhm.
So for nothing, for nothing.
Well, for the lesson, we got a good lesson out of this.
Oh, we
She was
did.
she was a good teacher.
We got a lesson. We met good people. We
Mm.
actually, have come to understand, what wrong looks like, at least to be suspicious the next time it comes. And actually, I know I've said this before, but I want to stress what we were into was a funnel. We paid the lowest amount of the funnel, but there were three levels of the funnel. And I'm telling you, this is how it's set up. There's the three levels. We paid into the lowest level, which wasn't pennies, but we did. So remembering when you see these funnels, sometimes they're legit,
Yeah.
sometimes they're not. So do your homework.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
No, I agree.
that's what my future years will be if I'm getting involved in stuff. And I see a funnel, I'm gonna guarantee you, I'm gonna do my research on this person and see, did they really do what they said they did?
Mhm.
Are they really this person? Before I go putting a dime down on anything, I'm not gonna jump at it.
But you know what though? We didn't even, and I don't know if I should. Yeah, I'm gonna say this anyway, right? Is the thing is, if she had just done
What
what
she
she
said?
promised to do,
Yeah,
it's not like she would have had to do a lot. And anyway, she wouldn't have had to do a lot anyway because we were already coming with all of this stuff,
yeah,
right? And so her follow through to the commitment that she made for us, or
yeah,
to us, I should say, to us to collaboratively create this project.
yeah.
If she
Okay,
followed through, we wouldn't have had to. We wouldn't even be here.
yeah. We wouldn't.
We wouldn't even be here. So
And we could have left. Other people could have easily replaced us because she could actually get them easy.
yeah,
But where is the product? Where is it? You had all these women, so many women involved in, okay, we're gone, we're out of it. But what happened to everybody? And Where is the project? I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't think there really is a project. If there's a
Mm-mm,
project, she
no.
hasn't informed anybody of it. And I know I'm still on her email list, you know, and she's still trying to okey doke and pull things.
Other people.
And I'm like, this is, and it must be like one of those email lists that's just automatic. You know how they have it just set up, right? And I'm like, what? You
Yeah.
know, yeah, but what happened to the other people? And that was something we talked about
Yeah. We keep
throughout the week,
wondering
right?
about that.
Where are they? And will they see any of this? Because this is not something that I will typically do. That's why I say it took
Yeah.
being courageous and being brave to
Yeah.
even allow ourselves to be vulnerable enough to be able to share some of our story with this, because
Right.
you don't want to have people think, oh, they're just mad, or they were the dum dums that, yeah, we're saying we were the dum dums. We were the
Hmm.
dum dums, not because we were dum dums because we didn't listen to ourselves.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, but we're not, um, I think just to come on here and to be able to talk about it. And then it's like, I wonder where the other women are, because it's like, there's no doubt in my mind. If, I don't know, part of me wants to say if any of them gets wind of it, hell, excuse me, I'm not supposed to be cussing on this, but anyway, that's in the Bible, I hear. But so that should be okay. But it's like, can you imagine? It's like if we could find some others that want to come on and to even share,
Yeah.
some of theirs. It's like, because most people are like, okay, I lost my money and they've moved on.
Yeah.
Like I mean, that's kind of how I look at it. It's like, okay, it's gone. But then I think when we start talking about it, it's like, yeah, we should, because something came across my feed from Facebook, and I was like, what? She's still doing this? How is she doing this? And with after what she did to this group, how are people still believing this? Oh,
Because she's in another location and she's only focused on that one location. It's not out to everybody.
okay, you're right. But Mina, I want to say, you know what I found?
What?
Clubhouse.
Oh, you went on Clubhouse? What's on there?
That's where she was.
That's where we saw her before. She's still there?
I don't know if she's still there or not, but I know
Uh,
that was like a really hot spot for
it
her.
was.
And that's where she was pulling people in. And I was like, what? Remember last time I was like, what is the name of that? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's an
that's
app.
it. That's it. And she would pull people up and let them talk while they're
Yeah.
on there talking. And I was never, when I would go on there, and I didn't go a lot, but when I would go there, I'd be just sitting there watching and listening. You're not getting ready to clown me on there because she's still the same person. I'm not getting clowned. I might say something you don't like. You're not gonna clown me. Mm-mm. I sit quiet and
Yeah.
watch. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
interesting.
Clubhouse.
Yeah,
But yeah, I wonder where. That's a good
yeah,
what you brought up about the other women. Some of
yeah.
them took it really hard, and some of the women that put in there a little bit. So going into the new year, I don't know, maybe somebody will see this and maybe somebody will say, hey, y'all
Yeah.
still doing that thing?
Well, we know
What
there's
are
one
y'all
other that's actually verbal about it.
Huh?
One other person, we've seen one other person that's actually verbal and out there talking about it, but she don't put the name out there.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
no, I think that's somebody else. Is that the one I sent to you?
Yes.
Oh no, that's somebody, I think it's
Oh, it's
somebody else.
not that person.
Not the one that we're talking about. Mm-mm.
Oh, really? It's somebody else?
Yeah.
Oh, so she's done it at least twice, this girl.
Um,
She's been involved with two different.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh my goodness,
yeah.
poor
And I think
thing.
she may have looked at it like it was just kind of, I'm gonna
Yeah,
move on, because like she had a
yeah,
lot that was happening in her
yeah,
life,
yeah, yeah.
and she probably
Oh,
just didn't have the bandwidth, you know.
yeah, to be dealing with the
Um,
foolishness.
yeah, and she got caught, and
Yeah,
I love her TikTok when she talks about it, and
yeah,
I just love her storytelling, right?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah. Well,
yeah,
that's what she's all about, right?
yeah, she's all
Yeah,
about film.
yeah, that's great. That's
This
wonderful.
film, yeah.
Yeah,
So, I don't know. Going into the new year, what do we want these folks to know?
Well, can't tell you not to go with this person, but I would say, as we've told you before, doing your research, I would say focus on that, and but don't be scared and trusting yourself, going out and doing different things. Just make sure you do your due diligence, trying to find out. And really, that's what we're doing, is letting you know that those kind of things are out there, that you have to be careful of them. But don't stop. Keep moving forward. Keep doing the things that you're doing to try to grow, especially if you're an entrepreneur. Don't let something like this that we're telling you stop you from growing. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep growing. I was talking to my cousin today, and she said something to me, and instantly it was like, oh, you could do this. And I gave her some information to help her to do it, because I ran across this information to help her create this product. And it's not that expensive to create it.
Oh,
And what she told me was something that was a natural ingredient that would just enhance what it is. So I
oh,
told her, hey, you could do this and you could sell it and probably make a lot of money.
oh,
But
wow.
we'll see. So we'll see if she does it. I don't have time for it, but
Yeah.
I did tell her about it and gave her the resources she needed in order to have a good product that's safe.
Mm.
So
Oh, good.
um,
Good.
yeah, yeah. I just thought somebody's gonna use this. I tried to use it. I was gonna do it. I even got supplies and everything for it, but I just I didn't get to it. And with everything going on, maybe at a later date, maybe I'll do my version, which would be a little different.
Yeah.
But yeah, but still keep doing what you got to do to make business or to make money, and to um, help others. It feels good to help others, especially if they're successful. It's nice to help others.
Mhm.
Just open your world up, and stay connected to other people like we are, because that will help you to bounce these ideas off of people you trust. And when you think something might be you might be a little leery, you got somebody else to bounce it off of that is in the same position as you. So connect with your people out there that that are being involved in business in the areas you want to work with.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
those are great points. I think those are really good points. Um, I also, going into the new year, take some time. I know everybody's busy. I know there's a lot. The climate is like heavy with what will be or what
Yeah.
won't be. We don't know, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's so important to take some time to sit down, find yourself a spot. If you got a house full of people, you can find a corner, go into the closet if you need to go into the corner of the closet with a piece of paper or a notebook, and decide what you want your life to look like. And if you're an entrepreneur and if you want to do X, then write that down, and then write down, like, two or three things, the first
Yeah.
step that you need to take, right? Don't keep putting it off, and don't be afraid to reach out, and to speak to someone. And again, like Mina said,
Yeah.
do your research, ask the questions. I'm telling you the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But don't be afraid to invest in yourself. I've invested in myself. I ain't gonna talk about how much investments. I mean, this is just dropping the bucket here, right? But it's like investing in yourself and finding someone that is truly in your corner, someone that is not trying to just
Yeah.
make a profit or
Yes.
cash in, you know, with you. You'll, I want to say you'll know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say that because we really believed it. Today, do I know? Yeah,
Yeah.
today is different. Today
Yeah.
it is different. I will approach with caution,
Yeah.
uh, but I will not take the risk.
Yeah.
I will still take the risk. So going into your new year, yeah, decide what you want to do. If you're stuck, and whether it's a business or whether it's just even your life,
Mhm.
investing in a coach or someone that clicks with you, it could be life changing. And it's
Yeah.
not that they're gonna like change your life. You're the one changing your life. They're just kind of helping you with questions and things like that going into the new year.
Mhm.
So whatever you need to do, don't leave December. This is what I really want to get across today. Do not end this month if you're in a funky kind of place. If you're in a mud pit deep in the trench and you don't know how to get up out of it, you better figure it out,
Yeah.
because as you end this year is how you begin the next one.
Mhm.
And I'm not doing that. Dr. Mina's not doing it. And we said, whoever's watching this, we don't want you to do that either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I started laughing when you said to go sit in the closet, be to yourself and, start thinking about it. So I started thinking, that Cottonmouth cartoon or puppet thing, Cottonmouth on Instagram? Like the grandma says, go sit your ass down somewhere and be quiet.
That's
Think
it.
about what you need to think about for your life.
Right?
Go
Yeah.
sit your ass down somewhere and be quiet.
Yes. 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 Because like when you do that, when you do sit down and you're quiet,
Yeah.
um, where you feel like you're stuck,
Yeah.
the answers will come up.
Yeah.
You just, I can't tell how many times in the past where I'm like, oh gosh, I need some guidance. Help me hook a sister up. I don't know which way to go,
Yeah.
Um,
Sit and be with
and
it.
I sit,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about anything else. I just sit in silence, and then, I go on about my day, and whatever it was, it shows up. It may not show up
Yeah.
that same day or the next day, but and I'm like, oh, and you go back to, I remember I was sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Mine usually come to me when I wake up in the morning. I wake up early.
mhm.
My clock is set for 5:30. But I wake up anywhere between 3 and 4:30 and I'll just be laying there thinking, but that's when the stuff happens. And sometimes I've been stressing about something and I just have to keep going with my life and I'm laying there, call myself sleeping. I wake up and all of a sudden, refreshed mind, oh, I could do this. Whether it's God or just me having a fresh mind, it'll happen at that hour. And it's been that way for me for most of my life.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mina, they say that is the God hour, where you
yeah,
can hear God best in the wee
I
hours
know.
of the
I
morning when
heard
the world.
that
Oh
from
yeah.
3 to 5. I saw a
Yep.
pastor say that it's intentional. It's God's intention to wake you up at that time, and you know you should be with Him at that moment. I've heard that from some pastor that preached it. I know this chair is really loud today. I don't know what's
Oh,
going on.
I didn't really hear it until
You
you
can
just
hear
said
it?
so.
Yeah,
I can hear it now.
yeah, it's getting on my nerves. Anyway, it is time for me to reveal what I said I was going to reveal.
Ah,
I said I was going to tell you who.
you did say that.
I was going to tell you what I gave and what I got.
Uh-huh.
So here we go.
Ah, wait.
Let me get a drink of
Okay,
water.
wait. No, you know what? Bump that. Today is the 1st of December.
Okay.
One, two. Okay, go.
You ready? Okay. So what I paid, I already said earlier, was $9.97, and I
I paid the
remember
same
that.
thing. I paid the
Yes.
same thing. That was the
Yes.
lowest price.
Yes. What I got was a bunch of bullcrap, a bunch of people being hurt on video while we're sitting there scared to speak up and that, oh, it might be us. However, the side effects of it was that we met good people, we stayed connected to some of them, and that we learned a lesson. That's the stuff we got that was positive, not intentional on that person's part, but we did gain that. And the person's name is Dr. Dr. Venus Opal Reese. Look her up yourself. That's who I paid it to. And that's all
Yeah,
I'm saying about her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And she's
Don't
still,
even yeah, you don't even have to go there. Just leave it at that. They can look her up. They'll find out what she's doing.
yeah, look her up.
Yeah,
And wow,
yeah.
how does that feel?
To say it, I feel good because I've been wanting to say it for a while. I've been wanting to go out there and rant and blah, 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 but didn't do that. And yeah, it feels good to say it because I've been wanting to say it from day one. I've been wanting to tell everybody, Dr. Venus Opal Reese, I paid that money to. I'm not going to talk about her project though, because I think we've signed a release on that. So I don't want to, some type of
Yeah. No,
confidentiality.
I think you're good. I think
Yeah,
that's enough. Yeah, they can look her up.
yeah,
She's
yeah. Everywhere. Like there's a ton of
yeah, she's
videos they can
everywhere.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, they can find her on Facebook, they can find her on
Mhm.
YouTube, but
Look
she
it
has
up.
quite a few followers. Um
Mhm. Think
um
twice though before you do anything.
huh?
Think twice before you do anything. Make sure you research. Make sure you know this is what you want to do. Be sure of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And just to reiterate, we're not telling you to work with her. We're not telling you not to work with her.
Mhm.
Just what Dr. Mina said, do your research. Do your research.
Do your research.
Um, and and let this be a reminder that there are a lot of opportunists that
Hmm.
are out there,
They really are.
and they learn your pain points, they learn what you're looking for, they see what the world needs, and when they put it out there, and
Mhm.
they're going to pull people in because there are so many of us that want to see the healing happen in the world. We want to be of service to other people. So
Yeah.
just yeah, be aware. And
And
yeah.
going back to one of the videos, I'll just say that she is only one of the people I've done this with. Okay. There are
Right.
two other people who I've done this with. Let me just say that. So I know what I'm talking about. There's one that was very, very similar to what she was doing. And then there was the funnel thing. And that's actually how I learned about funnels. This training I took explained the funnels, and this is how you're going to make your money and all this. So I know what that is because of them. The other one was a true person doing their job, giving me what I asked for. But when there was a problem, they're pretty much ghosted me. So, um, and some of the things that I did within it was spend way too much money on stuff I should not have done. And the advice given to me from that person who's supposedly helping me with my stuff um, made me the way we did it made me spend money I didn't need to spend. I
Mm.
chose to do it,
I
but
was like, what is
I'm the customer.
that? Right.
So it's my choice if I want to do it or not. They didn't make me. I'm saying made, but they didn't
Yeah.
make me. I had to decide. But in the situation, there was a lot of hustling, kind of pressure, um, impatience, even some kind of rude kind of emails. But as a customer, I still should react like a customer and sit back and say, oh, hold on. I don't want to be rushed into this. I need
Hmm.
to check this out. I need to do it this way or that way. And what about this or that? Now, she was not like the person we're talking about. She, if I was to ask a question, I would get the full answer, all the details and everything. But the thing is, I leaned towards trusting that person when I should have just been the customer and said, no, I know what I can afford. I know what I can do. This is uncomfortable for me to do this and not try to make it happen. That's
Right.
on me. That's all on
Right.
me. But I would say even the experts can lead you down a way where they might make more money and you give it up when you should have been questioning and saying, oh, hold on. And I didn't. So that's why
Hmm.
I'm telling you that.
No, that makes sense. But I just want to go back to a little bit of something you said. Like
Hmm.
it was on you, but I
Hmm.
think also it's important to still, for all of us, right, to still be have that compassion for ourselves, right? Because
Yeah.
sometimes we're very oh, I don't know. Do I take this chance? Do I, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and there are times where you're going to find a coach that's going to, or whoever
Yeah.
you're working with, right? They're
Mhm.
going to push you a little bit. They'll push you a little bit. And sometimes you need that push,
Yeah.
but you have to be able to tell the difference,
Yeah.
because it's like if you, there are so many times where if you don't, you're still in the same spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Think about it this way. When I say this, because I haven't put a lot of details to it, just think about this.
Hmm.
Say you're selling pizzas.
Okay.
So you got to have so much dough each month to make it through, right?
Okay.
So the person advises you to get a year's worth of dough. Do you need a year's worth of dough or do you need 6 months?
It's going to go bad.
Could go bad.
I
Maybe
mean,
you're,
unless you're like out there and
yeah,
selling the pizza
like
already.
crazy. Yes.
Hmm.
You're already known. People already love your pizza. They want to order on Friday nights or even during the week. They just want to, they're all excited about your stuff.
Hmm.
So you could do okay then because you got regular customers, but from scratch, starting from
Hmm.
people don't know
No,
you.
no,
Yeah,
you would test the waters a little bit with a
Elvira's Pizza.
smaller batch of dough.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
Elvira's Pizza. Do I need a year of it? They don't even know who Elvira Pizza is, and they might not like the name associated with pizza. So what I'm saying is, like, they knew better,
Hmm.
but it was my choice. I
Hmm.
I had an option to not do that.
Yeah, but you didn't know.
I didn't know, and I didn't take it, and I should have. Common sense. It's common sense, but sometimes
No,
common sense ain't common. Mine was. Think about mine. Come
I
on.
don't. I don't.
Did you
No,
think
because
I was going to be able to do that?
I think no. I don't. I
No.
don't think yours was common to. I think yours was you were ready to go and
Yeah,
get it,
I
and
was
you were listening
excited.
to who you saw
I was
as the
excited.
expert in this field.
Yeah,
And when we get super like, ooh, ooh, right? I mean, look, we did that with this one.
yeah,
We get super excited, we're ready to go,
yeah,
and we're like, yes, we're gonna
yeah,
change the whole world.
yeah,
And we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna buy
yeah.
the whole candy store. It's like
Yay.
everything. And they're sitting back like,
Chat.
yeah. So
Cha-ching.
I don't think that was on you. I could see that happening. I
Yeah.
could see that happening.
And
But
also,
you have a really good product too.
I do. And I had a really good advisor. I'm not going to say what she was, but that person is verifiable. She's not a crook. She's not a trickster,
Yeah.
but you just, do you want this or do you want that? If you use
Mhm.
my people, this is how much. If you go out on your own, you could probably get some others, but which I could have done. I wanted it to be oversaw and handled by that person because I know that they're the expert and they're super verifiable.
Yeah.
So top verifiable, okay?
Yeah.
So and they're good at what they do.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that would be something I would be, and I'm not name dropping on that one. No
No.
way,
Mm.
no way, because again, I do have options, and so I can't just totally blame that person.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you need to because
Yeah,
I think your product is
it
I
is.
think
It's
your
excellent.
product is awesome.
It is.
Can't you see the glowing, radiant skin?
I see it. I see it. I'm using it too. Look at mine, and even my neck. I hate this part of my neck right here, but can't do anything about that. So, but my neck is looking good. Even my chest. Look, I use my
Oh,
stuff.
look, OnlyFans page.
Ah, I didn't go that far down, child.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever you do, whatever you need to let go of, I guess to kind of wrap this one up. Um, I want
Let
to
it
say
go.
first and foremost,
Let it
thank
go.
you so much if you have tuned in. every
Yes,
week
thank you.
to listen, even if it's only to a little bit, and then you come back later. Um, Thank you for joining us. It took a lot for us to get out here and to talk about some of our experiences. You know, when you're a certain age, people expect you to be wiser and to know better and to have enough common sense to, you should have known she was going to do puberty. You know, it didn't make any sense back then.
It
Um,
didn't.
but but there are times when we're all in certain spaces, and depending on what's happening in your life, what's happening in the world around us,
Yeah,
we feel this pull to help. It's not like a forcible pull, right? But we
yeah,
feel this need to help and to serve and to give back, right?
yeah,
To make, because we know the world uh, can be a better place. We can see the light in the world,
yeah,
and I think sometimes we find ourselves getting in positions like we did. But thank you so much. I just want to say thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. If you've left any comments, if you have any questions, thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish you the best as you go on through your year, or finishing this year up, going into the next year. And I'm telling you, like I said before, do not leave this month still holding on to anything that doesn't serve you,
yeah,
right? And be real with yourself. Be real with yourself, and don't be afraid. That's the other thing, right? We're so afraid to let go. It doesn't mean you have to, like, everybody's cutting everybody off. That's, I cut them off.
I cut some off. I cut some off.
you know, you can just you get to
I
a
ain't gonna
point. You
lie.
get to a point. What's that mean?
I ain't gonna lie. I'll cut them
Sometimes
off.
you just stop allowing everyone to have access to you.
Right. And
Right.
that's
I mean, you
difficult.
can block, you can delete, um, but you don't have to do that. There are certain things, even for me, where I've gotten to a point where there's some, I don't know, there's some contacts I have in my phone. I don't have them blocked, but it's like they don't have access.
The
They just don't
phone
have
is
it.
different because when they call, you want to know who's calling. You want to know that the activity is happening. So if you block
Um,
them, I don't think you get anything when you block them.
you don't. But
No,
the thing
I like.
is, it's like, sometimes, I'm sorry, you have the wrong number. I'm serious. I'm
You're
serious. That's
right. You
like,
could
and
do
that's
that.
okay. That's okay. And then after that, they're probably at home like, is that the one? Wait, let me,
Oh, that was her
and
voice.
it's not to be, it's not to be mean, because there are some people that are in our lives that are close to us, or that have
Yeah,
been close to us over the years. But then when you start seeing the dynamics of the relationship, and you're like, okay, this is why are my traps so tight?
yeah,
Why is my head hurting?
yeah.
Why is my foot hurting?
It's
you know,
shoulders
it's
up.
all this stuff. But that's a whole different
Whole nother video.
podcast. Yeah, it is. It is. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. And the last thing I would say is, yeah, like you said, not to beat yourself up about it, which we really aren't, not now, and not taking it with you to the next year, but reach out, connect with your people. Connection is so important to this whole business thing and to life, not just business, but having someone you can always talk to and bounce things off of is so important instead of sitting with the stuff. So I I try to stay connected with a lot of people, but it's so many now. I'm in over my head.
Yeah.
So if you don't get a
Yeah.
call back, a text back, or it takes me a while to get back to you, that's the reason why. Because there's so much, so many, and so there are people that are very important in your life. You don't want to lose track of you, and you want to be able to talk to. Then there's those people that you know maybe not as much, and you'll get to them when you can, because you can't get everybody, but still stay connected with some people. It's very helpful for your life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't take any BS into the next year. You
No,
know,
not
if somebody, this is a whole nother episode. If somebody got a problem with you,
they got a problem with you.
if they have a problem with you, if there's something that they need to say, they need to just say it. You know,
Yeah.
don't get caught up in that. Oh well, she said this.
Yeah.
Um, and
Hmm.
it's like, huh? Because so many people have
Yeah.
different. What do you call it? Preconceptions. Is that
Yeah.
about
Who you
one
are.
another? It's like just talk about it.
And
Let
sometimes you
let
have to. You got to
Yeah.
talk
You
about
can't
it
talk
because,
about it. Don't call me.
right, because there is some type of miscommunication or
Yeah.
misunderstanding, and if you're if you don't talk about it, that person doesn't know, and you can't straighten out whatever it is, right? But
Yeah.
you can't, if you stay locked into your own frame of reference and you can't hear what anyone else has to say because you're so locked into yours, then you're only getting one-sided, and it may be off. It may be wrong, it may be off. You may need to open up and learn from that other person, maybe. Or maybe they need to learn from you. Maybe they don't realize, but the conversation doesn't happen, the situation stays the same.
Yeah. Yeah. You're beautifully said, Nina.
I
I'm
was just thinking
serious.
about a certain situation. I had a specific one in mind. And I know me, I'm even that way too, where I can get locked into this is my frame of reference. So even when I'm dealing with people, I'm like, I got my thought about who they are. Then give them about a week. It's kind of judgmental, but it is judgmental. But I mean, sometimes that's me. And give them a week, start talking to them. It's like, oh, they're so
I,
sweet. They're so cool. They're so down to earth. Oh,
Mhm.
I missed that. I didn't
Right.
even realize. So that happened to me recently too. It was about maybe a month in. I was like, oh, it was one of my coworkers too, and I had to leave
Mhm.
her behind. I didn't want to leave her behind. I want her to come with me to the new job because she's just a cool person. But
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. But I'm
Yeah,
at a point now where I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know how much I'm. I don't know how much I care so much.
yeah,
I used to care a lot.
yeah.
I wanted to talk to people and to really understand, right?
Hmm.
And I'm not saying I'm just like really this icy,
Yeah.
you know, person because I'm not, but I'm just at a point um in my life and having gone through this year
Hmm.
where it's like there's a point of acceptance,
Yeah. It
right?
is
And
what it is.
learning, huh?
It is what it is.
Yeah, and learning to accept people as they are.
Mm-hmm.
Just, right where they are, and I don't have to define anything. I'm open, I'm available to talk. I feel like I'm very approachable,
Hmm.
so but it's okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but if somebody already has a preconceived notion about who you are, you can talk about it if you want to. If they're gonna stay stuck, they're stuck. And
Yeah.
those are the people you have to just handle with a long handle spoon. You're gonna deal with them if you have to, but otherwise you're gonna be like, okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna keep your distance, and you can't help but do that. Like you've tried, but
Hmm. Hmm.
they get stuck.
Yeah.
So
No,
yeah.
you're right. You're right.
I feel like it's kind of a protection. It is a protection to do
Oh,
that
for
because
sure.
you're tired of the drama. You're tired of there being an issue, and you might love them to death,
Mm.
but it's not. You're not going to be able to break through that
Yeah.
place where they're stuck. And well, it is what it is. I have at least one person in my life like that, maybe two.
Mm.
And I mean, don't mean I don't love them or want the best for them, but I just have to keep my distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. No,
Uh,
they're all over me.
we're done, right? We're done. We're there.
They're
We
all
come
over
to
me
the
in the
end.
basket.
You got the name. If you want to see it,
Okay.
hear it
All right,
again,
guys. Thanks so much
reverse
for
it
joining
and get
us.
the name because we're on our way out.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. So Maybe we'll see you again for some other subjects, but this is the end of the experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it. Oh, if
Yeah.
there's something that you would like for us to talk about
Oh, yeah.
outside of this,
Yeah.
um,
Contact
let us
us.
know. Pick
Yeah.
a
Like,
topic, any topic.
yeah. And
What? Any
please
topic? Hmm?
comment, comment on this video,
Yeah.
especially if you have experience with it
Oh,
or
yes.
with that person, or if you just want to share this with somebody else because you want them to beware or to be very careful and selective about what they do, share it with them. If you know somebody, I have a friend, if there is a dang pyramid scheme or some type of negative business, she done tried them all. We were just talking about that the other day. Fortunately, she's okay, but she gets looped into them and
Oh,
she
no.
does them. And so, yeah, yeah, hopefully not again. But yeah, so share it with that person in your
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. Because you might notice it. You may know that it
And
doesn't sound right,
yeah.
but they may say, no, 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 no. It's different. So share the video. Yeah. Okay. Well, bye,
Okay.
everybody. Thanks
Have a
again.
good weekend. Take
Bye.
care. Bye bye.